ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Thank you Mandeep Singh ji for leading us in beautiful Simran of the Vaiguru Mantra, the Guru Mantra, bringing our attention, bringing our focus, bringing our breath into the present. When we take that breath in, when we inhale that mantra, we're inhaling into that silence. And when we're exhaling again out of that silence. Because the job of the mantra is to take us to that silence, that void that's within. There's an inherent power that's sitting throughout all of creation. And with the use of the mantra, we are able to connect with that power source. The countless mantras that we have, Ram, Krishna, Vaheguru, Allah, these are all from the divine source, celebrating those various attributes, those various excellences of the divine, and through those mantras, through that vibration, we connect with that power source. The true name of the divine can never be known. The true name of the divine is something we just experience, we completely merge into. And through the Vaheguru mantra, through the Ram mantra, through the Allah mantra, through the Krishna mantra, whatever mantra resonates with you, we're able to merge into that silence. This is why Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, "Balahare jao jete tere naav hai." I will give everything. I die for that moment. To all your countless names, your thousands of names, I die in front of all of them. I give myself, everything about me to them. Chanting the name of the divine, doing any of our religious spiritual practices, doing our seva, doing our kirtan, all the things that we do in the external, these are all to build our curiosity. These are all stabilizers so we can ride on this journey to the divine. But what takes us deeper is the actual meditation, the Simran. The mantra practice of japa is what takes us inside. Until we go internally, until we go within, we go complete without Sangatji. We will not know our true essence. The true journey, the true pilgrimage, the true act of love is to go within. And when we go within, just as our sister Rizwana has told us, that's where we start to find this true love within us, this true love of the divine. If we do not go within, we will go without. Whatever's happening inside is an expression of what we do on the outside or the external. And if we are far away from ourselves within us, if we do not love ourselves for who we are, for what we are, if we do not have that self-love within ourselves, then loving the divine is a very, very, very far concept. This is where Guru Maharaj, Guru Nanak Dev Ji has said, Saho nede tan kamaliye baar kya dhoonde. Your divine, your beloved, your husband, as if we're all the brides of the divine. Your husband is sitting inside your home. Saho nede tan kamaliye baar kya dhoonde. Why are you running so far away? Why are you hiding in the glitz and the glamour when your divine is sitting at home, waiting for you to return? And that's the same with us. Distracted by absolutely everything else in life and everything else that life brings, the pains, the pleasures, the sorrows, the woes, the happiness, the glitz and the glamour. Lost in all of these turbulent waves, we don't realize that the one divine is sitting within us in our own home. Saho nere tanu kamaliye, baar kya tunde? Why are you running away? Because that one divine sits within us all. So the way to go internally, the way to experience this happens through that Simran. All the scriptures, all the Gurbani that we have point to this. Point to that focus, to find that time to do that Simran, to do that meditation in our day. To come to that point where we're centering our mind in that meditation. From there, Sangaji, we start to build this love of the divine. Before it's a curiosity. Before it's just an ideal. But when we start loving and appreciating just the smallest things in our life, when we start having gratitude for the smallest things in our life, that's when we start to cultivate this true love of the divine. Secondly, Sangaji, nothing can be done without focusing the mind. This whole journey, the Gurbani, the scriptures, will take whatever scripture you want, they all talk about focusing the mind. And if we're trying to find the divine within, if we think the divine is far away, then we're always going to be chasing something that's far. If you're heading for a destination, that destination is always going to be far away if you believe it to be far. But the Guru has said, as he breathed the Guru, man mere, so such love. What love? Aat bahar das jano nere, 24 hours a day. Feel, experience, see, believe that the divine is sitting right in front of you, right here, right now. Man mein sincho har har naam. In your mind, stitch the name of the divine, Sincho. Infuse that name of the divine within your heart, within your mind. Andin kirtan har gun gaam. Day and night, sing those praises of the divine. Sing the praise of the divine that's sitting right in front of you, right within you. For that reason, we don't have to travel anywhere. We're speaking to our friend, our divine that's sitting right here, right now. When we have that feeling, then watch how deeper and deeper and deeper your relationship with the divine becomes. Watch how beautiful that relationship with the divine becomes. Because your yar, your friend, your beloved, the one that you love, that you're trying to enshrine, is sitting right within you. And this is where you come to the point, Sanjay, that wherever you do in your life, the divine becomes a central part of your life. It's not separate from what you're doing. When we take the example of Babaji, Baba Jaswant Singh Ji, just an observation, and Bhai Sahib Bahadur Singh Ji tells us about this in their observation, but it's true. When you think about it, when you look back, you think, yeah, that's right. So when they're eating, people will say formal prayers before they'll say grace, they'll say a formal prayer before eating. But Babaji will sit there, the food will come, and they will say, Shakalu, which means please eat. Who are they saying that to? They're saying it to the divine that's sitting right within them. Because there's no separation between them and the divine, they are one and the same. The same when they were traveling anywhere. They will start with a prayer before they're going anywhere. Again, very simple conversation. Wherever they go, they walk with the divine. Wherever we travel, we can also walk with the divine. And I made this plea in the Simran on Thursday, That when we have something precious in our life, Samviji, when we're walking with something precious, take a bit of money that you've taken out the ATM, something of extreme value, we're always checking it again and again throughout the day. We're checking our pockets, we're checking our wallet, we're checking our bags. Is it still there? In the same way, Samviji, we cultivate this love for the divine. When you wake up in the morning, check that the love is still there. Remember the divine. When you're going in the shower, that shower where you're reciting the mantra becomes nectar, Samviji. That becomes your pilgrimage there. When you're eating, realize that you're eating the food that's going to be consumed by the divine itself. You're feeding them. When you're drinking, the same. When you're working, but if your consciousness is on the divine, that becomes a divine worship, Samviji. That no longer becomes a transaction, that becomes a divine interaction. Whatever we do, walk with the divine. Take that love of the divine within your heart, Samviji. And slowly, slowly, this love of the divine will start deepening and deepening and deepening. Because as the 10th Master has told us, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, that without love, Jin prem kiyo tin hi prab payo. There's only one ingredient, and that's love. Pure love. That love without conditions. Not our love based on attachments where it's conditional on getting something back. This is pure love. And those lovers of the divine will endure all sorts of hardship if it just means to experience that love even for a second. All sorts of pains and hardships. Take any example that Rizwana was telling us. Look at all our prophets that we know of. Jesus, what hardships did they face? The Prophet Muhammad, what hardships did they face? The Gurus, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, what hardships did they face? Immense hardships. But in the middle of those hardships, in the middle of all those difficulties, they remained focused on the love of the divine. Their mind did not wander here. They remained completely stable in the grace and the blessings and the love of the divine. Babaji were an example of this as well. Despite whatever happening in their life, they will stay in that space of high spirits. Because they realize that however the divine wants to keep them is their grace, is their blessing, because all they want is for that love not to break. All they want is for that love not to break. How do we show that love of the divine, Samviji? There's nothing physically we can offer the divine. The divine doesn't need our physical offerings. The divine is completely carefree. They have no need for us to do anything. They don't want anything else of us at all. There's nothing we can say with our mouth. There's nothing we can offer. Moh ke bolan boliye jitsun tere pyar. Pher ke aage rakhiye jit dase darbar. Moh ke bolan boliye jitsun tere pyar. Guru Nanak Dev Ji sets these questions and answers. What can we put in front of you to see you're cool? What can we say to you? What sweet words can we say to you to find your love? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji answers, Amrita vela sachna vadiyai vichar. Sacrifice those precious moments of your time. Focus on the divine. Simple. Contemplate and bring those messages in your life. Take on these divine attributes within your life. Always contemplate to live in the presence of the divine. Govinda paho kapka. This divine has no need for anything, just for even more love. For us to experience that love, for us to experience that love. And without this love, No one has ever been separated, liberated. No one else is united with the divine without this pure love synergy. So find that time in your day. Experience that love. If we can't find the love of the divine within us, if we're struggling to find, if we're struggling with that inward journey, then treat it like this. Treat everything external as the divine. So in the Gurdwara context, if we go into the Gurdwara, same with the church and the mosque and everything. When we're serving anybody, see that as nothing else but Guru Nanak. See that as no one else but the Prophet. See that as no one else but Jesus. Keep that focus in your mind. When you're serving food in the temples, when you're ringing the bells, just see it as Guru Nanak is present, Jesus is present, Vishnu is present, Krishna is present. When you're sitting there in the embrace of the Guru, there could be no bigger blessing than sitting in the embrace of the Guru. Treat that as your paradise. Treat that as your Sachkhand. Treat that as your heaven. Because there's no place greater than there at that moment. Slowly, 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 that will start to internalize in your mind. As your mind starts to rest and focus into that, the intensity of the Simran will also increase within you so much. And this is how we can take those steps to find that love within our heart. Thank you so much for your time, for your blessings. Thank you so much, Flowing, for such a beautiful poem.